Well, it's not a six-man rotation, Jim. As you know, Buck hates using that word, although they do have 6 guys right now who could start in that rotation. Bud Norris, like you mentioned, they're probably slotting in for Tuesday. He looked real good in the sim game yesterday. Wayne Kirby actually had a couple hits off of him, so he got a lot of grief for that. They were kind of teasing back and forth this morning when talking about that. But Kevin Gausman, who starts today, could be the odd man out again, regardless of how he pitches. Now, that's because of the All-Star break. If you remember, they sent Chris Tillman out a couple years ago, I think maybe Wei-Yin Chen last year, because they have those couple days off. They count towards the stay in the minor leagues because they have a different All-Star break. So they could feasibly have Kevin Gausman start today, send him out for an extra reliever, and really have Gausman available again after the break. Bud Norris on Tuesday slots Wei-Yin Chen back an extra day, Miguel Gonzalez an extra day, and both of those guys pitch much better on extra days of rest. So right now it's a good problem for the Orioles to have. The biggest question becomes, what do you do with Ubaldo Jimenez? Do you give him a little bit of a break? Does Kevin Gausman, especially if he pitches well today, deserve to get at least one more turn before that break?
All right, now last night in the nightcap, big night for Nelson Cruz. He comes just short of the cycle with 5 hits. He tore John Lackey. Whatever Lackey threw, he was able to rip it. And then after the game, Lackey very uncomplimentary of Nelson Cruz. What's going on with that?
Yeah, a lot of drama last night, Jim. Lackey has made it clear that he has no tolerance for guys who have been implicated with performance-enhancing drugs. Nelson Cruz served that 50-game suspension last season. Lackey said he didn't want to comment on what it was like to face a hot hitter like Cruz last night. He said, you guys in the media have a tendency to conveniently forget things, of course alluding to the suspension last year. Now, Cruz today said he wasn't aware of any previous history with Lackey. He actually wasn't aware of the comments at all until we told him, but he said, you know, all I care about is what my teammates think and what the fans think. And of course, both of those things with the Orioles, he is very much beloved. Cruz is used to being a villain. Manager Buck Showalter went a little step further. He said to Lackey, maybe he should check his own backyard before he starts commenting on Cruz. That, of course, refers to David Ortiz, who was implicated back in a 2003 report. Ortiz has denied using any kind of PEDs, but I think Cruz kind of likes the fact that he's a villain here. He said to us, look, if I go 0 for 5 with 5 strikeouts, no one's really saying anything. So the fact that he's doing so well and people are bringing this up, and Lackey, it really came across as sour grapes, is because Cruz is having an MVP type of year. So I think he'll take the boos and he'll take the criticism if it means he's helping this club win.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty clear that Lackey doesn't like PED users who are on opposing teams, but he doesn't tend to look at his own clubhouse to make sure everybody on his team is clean. Now, Manny Machado came back for the nightcap. His suspension ended. A very good game defensively, and today's his birthday. So you would expect a big day for Manny today on his birthday.
You would, and it's funny, Jim, I don't know about you, but I feel like the guy's been 21 forever. I mean, he had the All-Star game, he had the Platinum Gold Glove. I mean, he had a hell of a 21st birthday, and it's funny because they were all teasing him because the team went 4-0 in the first 4 games that Manny was on that suspended list. I think Manny was kind of not that upset that they lost in Game 5, because if they had gone a perfect 5-0, I think the players would have been like, hey, Manny, maybe you should sit out a few more. They were kind of teasing him a little bit, but you saw yesterday why he's so important to this club. He made a great play defensively. He also had a single, so I think he's going to maybe take this opportunity to start over, have a clean slate. It hasn't been the season that he's wanted to date. He missed the first month. He had the issue with the bat throwing. He had the appeal that took forever and finally served the suspension. Now he can put all this behind him. Now he can start fresh again at 22 and really come out and show the Orioles why he's so important to this club.
Oh, my goodness. He's an old veteran now at the age of 22. He's equal to Jonathan Scope now, a couple of 22-year-old infielders on the team. Britt, enjoy the game. We'll see you when you get back.